Well, beautiful people, best damn nation. It is Wednesday, and you know what time it is. It is the best damn wrestling podcast. I am your humble host, Brian Renegade, and with me, I have the Brownsville Bully. This man in a dark alley can still whoop your ass and throw you in the trash can in front of your girl. He is the green-eyed bandit. He's your mama's favorite wrestler, and he can whoop your daddy ass. Mr. Everything is no more. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming the one and only Roosevelt.
Man, if that ain't an intro, that is an intro and a half. And with me, we have the man with the master plan, the head honcho, the El Capitan, the one who runs this ship oh so smoothly, just smooth as the skin on his head.
You know it.
And Mr. Brian Renegade. What's going on, man?
Thank you, my brother. What's happening? Man, it was one hell of a weekend, my brother.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
One hell of a weekend. If you don't believe in miracles, if you don't believe that you can overcome any and everything in your life, if you don't believe that if you put effort into yourself and work on you, then anything can happen. If you don't believe that, then go back and watch night 2 of WrestleMania. Go back and watch the Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns match at WrestleMania.
Before they even do that, watch night 1. Watch everything that he went through in night 1, and then watch night 2. You can watch the whole WrestleMania. All of WrestleMania was good. I enjoyed both night 1 and night 2. I know. Y'all have y'all reservations about it. I enjoyed night 1 and night 2, but watch the Cody Rhodes story with night 1 and night 2. What he went through on Saturday night and how he overcome and prevailed on Sunday night, and tell me that you can't do anything in your life. Everything is possible.
Everything is possible. Grown-ass man was crying like babies. Never seen nothing like it a day in my life. You know what I'm saying? I even almost got a little choked up, not because Cody won, because your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, is no longer the champion. That's why I was choked up. You know what I'm saying? To watch the end of an era. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk some wrestling, man. We're going to get into it because we got to grade night 1 and night 2. Man, listen, I thought it was an overall great event. Do I think that it was the greatest WrestleMania of all time? I don't know. The verdict is still out on that. I think I still got to digest a little bit of what happened this weekend. But Mr. Everything, listen, man, you know we got to do it each and every main event. Beautiful people, pull out your pencils and your notepads. Get your apple ready for your teacher, because we going back to school.
Excuse me, class. Class. Shut up!
Wow! You know we got to do it. Mr. Everything, night 1 and night 2 of WrestleMania. We got to give it a grade, sir. I want you to grade night 1 and night 2 on a scale of A meaning passing, F meaning failing. What would you give this year's WrestleMania 40?
I would have to for night 1 and night 2 together. Overall.
Overall.
All right. As a whole, I give it a B-.
Okay,
Give it a B
that's
minus.
fair enough.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. A B minus is fair enough. I think I'm right there with you. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I'll give it a B minus. It was some things that could have been done better. But overall, I think I enjoyed the totality of WrestleMania this year. It was fun. It was some great matches. It was some nostalgia in the whole thing. So let's go ahead and break it down. Night one, man, was pretty damn good. Let me pull up this WrestleMania card for you guys so you can see some of these matches. But one of the matches that we were excited about to kind of kick off the whole thing was Becky Lynch and Rhea Bloody Ripley. I thought that this fight was good. First of all, Rhea's entrance was really powerful.
Unique.
Is a good word.
Yeah.
Powerful. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little scared when I saw the dude with the white face and all the black skin. I'm like, what? What is he? A panda? I was
Bro,
like,
I thought it was Rhea Ripley.
a lot of
When I
people thought it
first,
was Rhea Ripley. He
when I first
looked
looked, I
a
was
lot.
like, Rhea is performing her own song? Oh,
Yeah,
crap. Okay, that's what's up.
yeah, that would have been dope. That would have been dope. But
Yeah.
she kind of emerged from behind him, and then I looked at the face of the guy from. I guess I can't remember his name. The band's like White Lines or something like that.
Yeah.
Which was Rhea Ripley's favorite band growing up, apparently. You know what I'm saying? That was one of her favorite bands. But I looked at the guy and Rhea Ripley performing together. I was like, oh man, Ripley's a star. And then I looked at it a second time and I was like, oh, she definitely winning this because she got a whole demon in her right now. I was like, she is possessed. I watched them before. I was like, oh yeah, they possessed. Yeah, she would definitely win in that shit today. I was seeing Becky Lynch pulling that off. And to be honest with you, the excuse that they gave for Becky was that Becky was sick with strep throat all throughout the week, so she was a little weak. She was not herself, her full 100% self. But even at 100%, Becky Lynch wasn't going to win that fight.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley is just on a different level, man, and I think that she is poised to be one of the greatest ever if they do it right. If they do it right, they can give Rhea Ripley a Roman Reigns run.
Yes.
They
Yes.
can
'Cause
definitely
I
do
don't
that.
think
And
we've ever had a women's champion to run really, really long.
Bianca is the longest reigning women's champion currently
Yeah,
in
but how long
WWE.
was it? How
She
long
held
was
it. It was some time, man. She held the belt for a while, bro. I want to give it like a year and some change.
it? Okay.
Yeah, I want to get. She had the belt for like a year and some change. She had it at. She got the belt at WrestleMania. Um, I don't think Sasha didn't have the belt at the time. She got the belt at WrestleMania from who did she win the belt from? Was it Oscar? She got it from Oscar. I want to say Oscar, but anyway, she held the belt for a long time, man. And she became the longest reigning women's champion ever. But Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch put up a valiant effort. I thought that she did a great job. Um, and Rhea Ripley is just on a whole different plane, man. So Rhea Ripley pulled out that win on that thing. Did you like that match between Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch?
It was all right. And that's one of the matches that kind of brings the grade down a little bit because I expected a little bit more out of them. There was some spots that's kind of a little hokey, but again, they're fighting against cold weather conditions, a change of altitude and all that jazz, and Becky Lynch fighting off a virus and all that. So with all that accounted for, okay, I get it, but even still, everybody else was able to get out there and get busy. So yeah, I mean it was okay. It was okay. It was a good little story. It did take a lot to put Becky down, as it should. She's been built up as the man. So, you can't just go in there and just run through her. And I'm glad that they did not do that to her. I'm tired of her crying, though.
I know her and her husband was crying.
Yeah.
If you cry, I cry, we cry together. That's how that
Every
was.
time she lose, she crying. I'm like, damn,
Well, a
okay.
whole bunch of crying at the Lynch Rollins house. There was a whole bunch of crying that night, Jack. Oh man. Let's talk about another match that happened. You had the LWO versus Legado del Fantasma, and both of them had guest spots where Dragon Lee was supposed to compete with Rey Mysterio, which I would have really loved to see that.
Yes.
I
Yes.
thought that was going to be a phenomenal match if Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio was in the same match together. But I mean, I was happy that they put Andrade in that spot. I thought it was a really good spot for Andrade. This being his first WrestleMania, you know what I'm saying. So if anybody was in the position to to move to that next level, I think his timing was perfect moving over from AEW to WWE, because as soon as he moved over, he got a lot of TV spot, he got a lot of TV time, just flashes of him. He ain't really did nothing yet. But he had one match, and then he had this match at WrestleMania. So Andrade jumping ship from AEW to WWE was right on time, and he was able to get this spot from his brother, Dragon Lee. You know what I'm saying?
Are they legit brothers? Like legit?
Yeah, legit brothers. Yeah,
Nice. Okay.
legit blood brothers. Yeah. So a lot of people was like, "Why is Andrade going to LWO? Uh, their babyface faction. He's a heel character mainly." But it made sense because Rey Mysterio is one of his idols, and Dragon Lee is in LWO. So it just made sense for him to go ahead and join them. And then Selena Vega is right there as well.
Yeah, and they put that over as well. They did put that over that Zelina Vega and Andrade did reunite with that, which is really good. I did like that story aspect of it. But Andrade is not the same Andrade to me. You know, he's not the same because he's bigger now, and he's not moving the way he used to, which is fine. But you know, if you're going to be in a luchador aspect with the LWO, and you got your brother Dragon Lee moving the way he does, you got to have flexibility and some type of movement. Showtime.
Speaking of movement, we got the one and only Senor Fuego himself, the do-rag demigod, the one and only Chef Showtime. What's happening?
How you guys doing?
Oh man, we good, man. We up here talking about Mania. You know what I'm saying? Mainly, we just got finished talking about that Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch fight, which I thought was really good. And then the LWO versus Legado del Fantasma with Dominic Mysterio stepping in that thing. Chef, Mr. Everything Roosevelt gave the whole WrestleMania event a B minus. Chef Showtime, what would you rate or grade from A to F WrestleMania?
I will give it. I agree with Mr. Roosevelt. You know, I can't call Mr. Everything anymore. Mr. Roosevelt. You know, yeah. I give him a B minus.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite match or a match that stood out to you, Chef?
The Bloodline Rules match.
Bloodline Rules match. All right, let's go. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into that, man, because I think that a lot of people thought that the Bloodline Rules match was interesting and was going to be good. For me, it was. I did not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not care for the match at all. It was certain aspects of it, the nostalgia, but the match was kind of how we thought it was going to be. You know what I'm saying? I know we had mentioned that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was definitely going to change his style of wrestling. He was not going to wrestle the same way, and we were completely right. He took more of a brawler style in the aspect of it. He just threw a bunch of punches and kicks, hit the rock bottom, You know what I'm saying? Did the people's elbow 1, 2, 3. He had a spine buster. He did the 3 moves of doom, and then everything else was punch, kick, throw. You know what I'm saying? So he mentioned himself that getting in ring shape was completely different from just working out and being fit. He had this whole training thing. What did you guys think about the Bloodline Rules match with Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and Roman Reigns? Let me go, Chef Showtime.
Oh, you talking about the tag match?
The tag match.
The tag match was it wasn't what I expected. It could have been better. They could have added a little more pizzazz to that little match, but you could tell they wasn't ready for that one. So I get it was okay.
It was okay. Yeah. Mr. Roosevelt. I'm trying. Mr. Roosevelt. What did you think about that whole tag match between Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, and the Bloodline?
It was a good pacing of the match. I think it was a really good pace, especially with them having to fight again the very next night. It was very good pace, and it did kind of hide whatever flaws The Rock may have had. It didn't hide anything, just kind of make him still look like the People's Champion, the Brahma Bull, and whatever other moniker he used to have back in the day. There was that one spot that you had posted where he went for the stomp inside Seth Rollins' stomach, and he damn near blew his knees out.
Blew his knees out, broke his quads, tore some ligaments, toes twisted,
ACL, PCL, MCL.
Yeah,
all of it.
Split his spleen. He did everything with that move. I didn't like it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought it could have been better. And I think the pace of it was so slow in the beginning. And then they kept doing these looking spots, right? And it's getting old to me. Looking at each other and then looking at the crowd. And I'm like, do something. Somebody move. Somebody punch somebody. What Will Ferrell say? Everybody hit somebody. You know what I'm saying? I was waiting on that. And I didn't like the pace of it because it was extremely slow. But I understand they was trying to build during the match. You know what I'm saying? That's Roman style. So I'm like, okay, Roman style coming in, trying to do a slow burn, build another match. And then The Rock, he's not completely ready. You notice that he did not jump right into the ring when the match first started. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to determine who was going to go. And he was like, all right, you go. This is the first time I've ever seen Roman in a tag match where he went first in a long time. You know what I'm saying? So, I love the Final Boss character, but I thought that match was weird to me. I think it could have delivered on so many more aspects, but what it did do is set up the story for night 2. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get into that in a little bit. But if you liked the WrestleMania, Best Damn Nation in the comment box, put what you thought WrestleMania was. We're grading it from A through F. So if you thought it was a great event, give it an A. If you thought it was lackluster, give it an F. You know what I mean? Meaning fellas. So let us know what you're thinking on that whole thing. Another match that I liked from night 1, you had Damage Control. And this is about to eat that ass up. We're going Damage Control versus Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi.
The big three.
The big three. I thought that the match was, it was okay. It was a Monday Night Raw match. You know what I'm saying? They had some good spots. Jade had a good spot that she was able to shine throughout the match. All of them looked phenomenal. I love the entrance in the beginning. I thought it was a lot that they were working with. The thing that I did not like, and I noticed that this year they're doing a lot of product placements, right? They had Prime in the middle of the ring. They had all different types of sponsors. The thing that bothered me the most is the sponsorship spot that they showed for this match between Jade Cargill, Bianca, and Naomi, and the Damage Control, which you have a group of black women versus a group of Asian descendant women. And you know who they chose to be the sponsor for that match?
I don't remember.
Wingstop was the sponsor for a match between black women and Asian women. Do you not understand how fucking racist that was? You want to choose a chicken spot as the sponsor? Everybody else got Prime. They got different all these different companies. They got Wingstop.
Hey, you can't get mad.
When I saw that, I was waiting for Rick Ross to come out.
You can't get mad. You can't get mad.
Why should I get mad? Why they gonna choose? Why they gonna pick?
Make the best fried chicken. We make the best fried chicken.
No, screw that, chef. I don't care what you saying, bro. They chose a chicken spot for the match between black women and Asian women. They chose a chicken spot. Chicken, bro.
Would you ever give him a sticker?
Why? I'd rather they have done Snickers than their Wingstop. You hold up, just look at it real quick and tell me that they did not consciously think this whole thing out. Wingstop, bro.
Look at the sign.
You got to look at how much money they put in, though. You know what I'm saying?
I don't give a damn. This is principles.
So which match would you rather they put that sponsorship at? Which match would you rather they put that sponsorship at?
Which match?
Yeah. You got before you answer that, you got to think about it. And we have sponsors. Shout out to Nature Made. We do have sponsors. Now, if they were to contact us and say, "Hey, we want Roosevelt to talk the entire show," how much money we're going to give you guys? We want Roosevelt to talk the entire show, and this is the product we want you guys to show.
STD.com. Okay, all right.
Yes,
yeah, I just picked the sponsor for you, STD.com. Shout out to STD.com. If you have any bumps, lumps, or anything like that you want to get checked out, go to STD.com. You know what I'm saying? You can check out all the stuff that they got on there. You can self-diagnose yourself, and you can get a little bit of extra expertise on some of them extras that you got on your body. STD.com.
That bump on your lip got a bump on it.
Yeah, that bump on your lip got a bump on your lip. The bump up got a Go to STD.com.
Shoot the shit out of them. But think about it. If they contact WWE and say, "Hey, this is the match we want to sponsor," what can you do about it? You know what I'm saying? That's how money works. They contact and say, "Hey, this is the match we want to sponsor." Bada bing, bada boom. There it is.
I done did Girardelli chocolates though. We got the old Asian chocolates, we got the black chocolates, the dark chocolate, sweet chocolates, delicious. You feel me?
Look at Mr. Everything. That white chocolate, you know what he like.
It gotta be universal, man. We live on the planet Earth. It gotta be universal. You know what I'm saying? Like everything can connect.
That's their nature. Am I wrong? Am I wrong for thinking the way that I think that they chose a chicken spot to sponsor a match between blacks and Asians? Am I wrong at that?
Yes, I think
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong, sir. But I just thought it was funny that they chose the spot for ethnicity, and they chose Wingstop out of all the sponsors they had that night.
Well, look, it was either going to be Wingstop, Prime, or Nike. We all know how we feel about Nike right now. Okay?
I don't know how I feel about Nike. What's going on with Nike?
We ain't rocking with Jordan right now. Nobody's rocking with Jordan right now.
I ain't know that. I bet you the shoe price don't go down.
It ain't going down. No, that's Jordan.
That's Jordan.
I ain't gonna lie. I rock with Jordan. I buy nothing but Jordans. It's not his fault.
This guy.
That he builds prisons and motherfuckers go to jail in them. You can't blame him for the black man going to jail in this prison.
This guy. Oh man,
How you gonna blame?
you'd be surprised when
It's
people
the
got
judge.
investments in. Yeah, you'd be surprised at what people got investments in, Jack. But
Going to jail with Jordans on.
but let's talk about these trios real quick.
I got a question. Do you have any bad feelings against Bob Barker?
Who?
Bob Barker? I'm not really a Bob Barker fan. Bob Barker was before my time, and I'm pretty sure his ideologies and his upbringing is a little different from mine. You'd be surprised who calls you an N-word behind your back. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I don't think nothing twice about nothing. I can only judge people off how they present themselves, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't judge how you present yourself. You know what I mean? But man, I just thought that was interesting.
Leslie, what's her name? What's her name? Jennifer Leslie. Just Lashley. You know that lady that got beat up by Bobby Lashley. You know, we can't judge her either.
Who'd you say?
Sister Lashley. She had a time. No, man. Yeah, you can't judge her. in a different life. In a different life. I ain't doing.
Hold on.
I ain't doing it. Chef is
Why do you even have that queued up? Why do you even have that queued up? Why is that even ready to go? Why? Why is that?
It's part of the show.
What's wrong with your voice? got a little tickle in his voice. This is part of the show.
It's part of the show. I don't know what to tell you, son. But man, let's talk about it real quick. I think that this group of women was probably the most powerful group of women that we have ever seen together. Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi. I think that for representation wise, that was absolutely amazing to see, because like I say, I don't remember a group of women like that growing up that I saw together. Number one, most of the women in the WWE at that time weren't really clicking up like that. You know what I'm saying? But to see this group of women come together and show their power and their grace and their beauty, I thought that was absolutely amazing, and I loved the way that Triple H presented that. Even Damage Control, which is an all-Asian faction on American TV, I think that is absolutely amazing. I know that Dakota Kai isn't Japanese, but she's Pacific Islander, so I guess she's still that group is still identified in the Asian dynamic. It's still a part of that. So to see these groups of women of different cultural identities being showcased on the show of the Immortals, I thought that was absolutely great. I think that Jade Cargill did a great job, and I think that she is poised to be an absolute superstar if they give her the Charlotte Flair treatment. And I think they're going to give her the Charlotte Flair treatment. But look at these beautiful black women and tell me they ain't changing the game. Look at all of them. Abs on abs on abs. They got more abs than all of us combined.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I thought that. What's that, Jeff?
Except Naomi. No, Naomi don't got no abs at all.
We don't know what Naomi got. I think Naomi, if she ain't got abs, she got ass. Tell you that much. Naomi is the truth, Jack. I love all of these women, man, and I think that they have a great representation. I think they have a great representation of what can be. Even Damage Control. You have Asuka, Io, Kairi Sane, and Dakota Kai. They are a strong faction, and I love seeing women of color, women of different ethnicities being showcased and highlighted throughout the product. So I thought that the match was really good. I thought that they could have did some more spots, but for what it was and for the time that they had, I think they had a great showing. Hold up. Somebody from the Best Damn Nation. And for days. Yep. There you go. I ain't saying Best Damn Nation know what it is. They know what it is. Man. But I thought that match was great, man, and I thought it was great to see women and their strength being showcased like that. That even goes for Becky Lynch and Rhea too, because both of those women, they're not from America. You know, Rhea Ripley is from Australia and Becky Lynch is from Ireland. You know what I'm saying? So to have the world pretty much displayed on WrestleMania was absolutely great. And I like both the Rhea Ripley match and the Becky Lynch match, especially this three-way match. I thought it was absolutely amazing. Well, beautiful people, there comes a time where the villain has to show his face. There comes a time where the genie has to come and make his own path. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you Beyonce's real baby daddy. This man is the king of shows for the Carolina. He is the one and only villain of villains. LP. What's that?
What's going on, fellas?
Oh, man. We up here talking about black women.
What y'all talking about?
Nothing bad, all good things. We were talking about the damage control versus Jade Cargill. Matter of fact, LP will agree with me on this. They didn't agree with what I was saying a little bit earlier about product placement, but they chose the sponsorship for the Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi fight against Damage Control. Do you know who the sponsor of that match was, LP? Fucking Wingstop. Wingstop was the sponsor for a match between black women and Asian women. You know what they were saying? Get your ass in the kitchen. Get your ass some chicken. They knew all the niggas was watching that. Get your ass some chicken.
I don't know if that was what they were going for.
You don't think? Oh man. LP, we gotta get your grade, man. We know that you have watched WrestleMania also, sir. What would you grade this year's WrestleMania from A to F?
You talking about night 1 and 2 or just night 1?
Night 1 and 2 combined. I don't want to separate them. You gotta put them together.
That ain't fair because night 1 sucked.
All right, let's talk about it. Separate grades. Give me a grade for night 1. Give me a grade for night 2. Give me a grade for the whole event.
Night 1 is a D. A straight D. D's.
D's?
Yeah, I'll say
doo-doo. Oh, oh man, do you guys agree with that D rating for night 1 of WrestleMania? Let me go. Doo-doo, Jeff. Oh man, Mr. Everything, was it feces or was it great?
Nah, I give night 1 a B. I wouldn't give it a D.
Nah.
Did you watch it last year's? Would you watch it last year WrestleMania?
No, I watched this shit.
Explain yourself, sir. Explain.
Which match do you feel like made it a D?
What match didn't? What was good? What was good about night 1? Really? Like what was? Maybe I missed something.
Shit. Well, I gotta remember which ones was on.
Now you gotta remember.
Oh, Becky and Rhea.
No.
How'd you feel about Becky and Rhea? Oh Lord, look, there go the face.
Come on, man. Come on now. You know good well. I mean, maybe because I got higher standard. And I went back and I rewatched last year WrestleMania. You compare Charlotte and Rhea to this? Come on now. Maybe that's why I'm grading it so hard.
You're doing it by comparison. I'm just doing it by what they did this year.
I mean, but it wasn't good. At any given point, did you think Becky would have a chance?
Yeah.
Well, we were watching the different shows then because I knew they can put on a good fight and all that fight, but I was like, it's only a matter of time before she just give in to mommy. Let mommy be on top. Um, I don't know. I think I'm with LP. I wouldn't give it quite a D, but I would definitely give it like a C, like a C.
Ain't watching no more? Yeah, I feel you.
I give it a C. Okay, we'll do it like this. Would you guys watch night one of WrestleMania again?
I wouldn't
Nope.
watch
No.
WrestleMania again.
Okay, I think that's a good way to kind of gauge that. If you will watch it again, then it was good enough for you to watch it again. If not, then
The
yeah.
only thing I would watch
Uh,
again, the only thing I would watch again is the entrance of Triple H. That's it. And turn that shit off after that.
yeah, that Triple H entrance was pretty good. I will admit. Well, listen, we got another match. Let's talk about another match that happened that night, fellas. We got Jimmy versus Jay, the Uso twins, brother versus brother. What did you guys think about this match? Let me go, Chef Showtime.
You know, I'm a Jay fan. You know, I was happy about the ending, but you know, he knew what was going to happen. You know, he knew Jimmy was going, I'm sorry. Then he going to cheap shot his brother, and his brother would come back and fuck him up. He knew that outcome of that match.
Okay. LP, did you like the brother versus brother Jay Uso versus Jimmy Uso fight?
Not at all. I told you guys a long time ago that match was not going to be good. Like that needed Rikishi. It needed something. But like Jimmy and Jay wrestling each other, I'm not gonna say they can't have a good match together, but I knew the first one wasn't gonna be. Just like the Hardy Boys first match wasn't good. Like all these brothers matches, their first ones are never good. I never seen the Jimmy and Jay match really needed. They should have had Rikishi in a cage hung above the top of the match.
Hold up.
God, no. Why you put the man in the cage for?
Hold up. Do you know? Hold up. First of all, do you know how big that damn cage would have to be? Right? And you want Rikishi big ass suspended over their head? Are you serious?
Oh, right.
Well, you might as well have a hippopotamus with a G-string on, dangling from a cord. You know that won't go be good. But you know what? I did want Rikishi to be part of the match. I think that if he was a part of the match, the story would have been a lot better. I think that he would have been able to have some magic there where he was trying to get his boys together and stop from fighting. I think that that a Rikishi element would have really been great. You know what I'm saying? To really help tell the story. But the thing that I didn't like was it really showed how limited Jimmy and Jay's moveset is, especially Jimmy's. It really showed how limited his moveset was. Because, what was it? Super kick, Samoa drop, splash. That's it. That's all that Jimmy really do. I haven't seen Jimmy do anything innovative. I haven't seen Jimmy try anything new. He doesn't really have a finisher. He has had the same finisher that he's had for years. His brother has the same finisher. At least Jay adopted two new moves, which is like the pop up net breaker and the spear. Right? He adapted two new moves to his move set. Jimmy hasn't done that. So I think watching them, it was very similar, but the match could have been so much better. Mr. Everything, what did you think about the brother versus brother fight?
I don't even see it as a fight, honestly. I think there was just a story. It was telling the story of Jimmy pulling Jay's heartstrings. And that's what's been going on for the last 3 years anyway, is Jimmy pulling on Jay's heartstrings. Jay's got to figure out a way to get around that. He's got to get away from that. He's got to figure out a way to say, you know what? F this. It's about me now. You know what I'm saying? And they got to figure out how to pull him away from the bloodline completely so he can know that it's all about him. And I think it's going to take another match between him and Jimmy for that to happen. to be honest. And then like we always say, this is a lot of finishers, a lot of moves that don't mean nothing anymore. How many damn super kicks did they throw? God, dog.
It was
Last one of
like
them.
15, 20 maybe. It seemed like a lot.
They ate every last one of them, and then when he actually hit the final one, it didn't mean nothing.
They worse than the Young Bucks. They got the Young Bucks beat. I'm sorry. And the Young Bucks throw a lot of super kicks. They got the Young Bucks beat. They have ruined one of my favorite finishes of all time.
Young Bucks got the super kick party, and the Usos got the super kick Mardi Gras.
Yeah, I think it was too many kicks because the kicks looked like they had no effect on either one of the brothers. I don't know how many times you can get kicked in the face and still stand up straight and still have all your teeth. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I thought the match was okay. I think that they could have told the story a lot better. And I think that an element with Rikishi or somebody else coming in the match would have been good. But it was what it was, man. You know, I kind of knew the match wasn't going to be that great, but I was hoping that it was going to be. You know what I mean? Also, fellas, let's go ahead. We did the tag team ladder match, which I thoroughly enjoyed that. And I love the way that they did it to be able to split up the belts by hanging both sets of belts, and then the winner was determined when both belts come down. On SmackDown, you had Austin Theory and Grayson Waller win the SmackDown titles, and then Awesome Truth, R-Truth, and The Miz won the Raw titles. I thought that was a great way to split up the belts. We had mentioned that before. I think both Roosevelt and LP had mentioned that was the way that they split up the belts before. And so it was good to see them do that. I'm happy that both of the shows have their respective titles, right? Because it gives everybody else more opportunities. So I'm excited to see this. What did you guys think about that tag team match? Let me go to Roosevelt, the tag team expert.
Man, we got to protect R-Truth at all costs. R-Truth made that match entertaining. I mean, they had a whole bunch of flips and dips and craziness as they should. It was like a big car crash. But R-Truth made that match entertaining with the whole hot tag. He got the pin on Finn Balor, and it told the story like, yeah, I beat you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I beat you for the belt type of thing. And then he won the actual Raw tag titles. So I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think the New Day could have had a better showing. They really didn't get much in. The New Day was kind of like they're not their usual selves in that match. I don't know what's going on, what's happening, but it wasn't their usual selves. And I think it's more so we getting to the point where we're getting the younger guys, the new generation, and the next wave of superstars coming in and doing their thing. So I think that's the transition that the New Day was making, highlighting DIY and new Czech Republic and the Judgment Day, and just going from there. And of course, Theory and Waller. So it was really good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, man, I liked it. Chef, what did you think about this tag match, man?
Chef sleep.
I enjoyed it. Like I said, like he said, Roosevelt said, R-Truth had me laughing the whole time. It was worth watching.
Yeah, and I think that's what we wanted, something that was worth watching. I think that comedy definitely has a place in wrestling if it's done right. You know what I'm saying? I think that R-Truth has the ability to be able to do that. He did it with the 24/7 title, which was a title that everybody looked at as a joke, but R-Truth was the running joke with that belt. You know what I'm saying? And he made it really relevant, and he actually put a lot of people on the map with that belt. You know what I'm saying? I know that that belt allowed Tozawa to kind of shine on his own. Even though he was a light heavyweight champion or cruiserweight champion before, and a great talent, that belt allowed Tozawa to kind of dig in his comedy bag. And Tozawa is absolutely funny too. So I love watching Tozawa. I like him with Alpha Academy. But to be honest with you, I think that he's a star, and hopefully they give him something to do. Maybe on this new show that they have called Speed. LP, what did you think about the tag match?
That probably was the only entertaining match of the night. To be honest, I thought it was. I thought it was fun. I really wish the Street Profits would have won instead of Grayson Waller and whatever his name is, because to me that would have been better. I think they earned it. They did win the next night, but they didn't win no gold. So I'm hoping that the Street Profits can get the gold.
The Street Profits. Street
I
Profits.
mean, what?
They wasn't in the ladder match.
No, he said he was hoping that they were in the match.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. I wish they would have been in it to get that win instead of Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. I mean, I don't know. I don't like Grayson Waller, and Austin Theory is just he's been this piece of garbage.
The biggest thing with that is the better story is that a babyface is chasing the heel for the belts. So the Street Profits will have the opportunity to chase Austin Theory and Grayson Waller if that is the path that they're supposed to go. So it does give them something to do instead of them walking around with the belts and nobody actually doing anything about it. You know.
Yeah, you want to talk about nobody didn't do none of that match. Finn Balor, that's how you knew that Damian Priest was going to cash in, because Finn Balor and Damian Priest didn't do nothing. Finn Balor didn't do, I was wondering if he was hurt, because Finn Balor, I don't even remember him even taking bumps. He barely did anything in that match. I don't know if he hurt or what, but that was interesting.
Well, yeah, I thought that the tag match was really good, and you guys just mentioned one of the matches from that night, and I want to get into night two. There was a match with a lot of heart, and I know a lot of people they looked down on the match at first, but I knew that the storytelling and the characters in this fight was going to really tell a great story, and that's the Sami Zayn versus Gunther fight. That was probably one of my favorite matches, other than the Avengers coming to help Cody. That was probably my favorite match of the whole entire weekend. The match had so much heart. Sami Zayn is an underutilized talent, and now I'm happy that he beat Gunther, and now he has this title. But at the same time, I'm looking at, okay, what is next? You know what I'm saying? What's next for Gunther? What's next for Sammy? LP, I know that you are grieving right now. The loss from the General. What did you think about this Sami Zayn versus Gunther match?
I thought that match was straight bullshit.
What? Why would you say that?
Straight bullshit. Gunther, they had to make Gunther lose because nobody could beat him, so they had to write it. I understand. Gunther already had that match won. He was playing around. When he started playing around and doing all that other stuff, look, I know WrestleMania is part of shock and kick out and stuff like that. The shit he was doing to Sammy, then all of a sudden Sammy jumped up like he was a fucking Hogan. Get
Sammy looked like you ever sprayed like a roach with Raid. He was upside down and kicking. That's how Sammy was. Sammy was a roach that got sprayed with some damn roach spray. He was all over the place trying to get up.
Get that bullshit out of here. I mean, I know it's entertainment and for the fans or whatever, but come on now. Y'all been keeping it real. Nobody could beat Gunther, so they had to make some bullshit. So they ain't had nobody left for Gunther. He done beat every damn body. So they had that. I get it. But I ain't worrying about it because Gunther about to take that belt off Damian Priest. And he about to get that real belt. I mean, unless Braun Strowman coming back, which where is he at? Chef, where he at? You talked to him lately?
Oh man. Listen, I think that Gunther is poised to be the next champion. I think that they saw what he was able to do with the Intercontinental Championship. I think that Gunther is a certified, legitimate badass, man. The closest thing that we have to this generation's Brock Lesnar, being a very dominant, feared competitor. And I think that this match absolutely had a lot of heart in it. It had great storytelling. Gunther did an absolute amazing job, and I know for sure, 100%, that Gunther is going to be poised to be the next WWE champion. I don't see Damian Priest really holding that belt long because of a Gunther. If I would say, I was like, Damian Priest is a great competitor. He absolutely deserved the title. I think that he deserved it. He put in a lot of work within the last 2 years, man. And especially with Judgment Day, them being the top faction, I think that Damian Priest absolutely deserved it. And Damian Priest is the first Puerto Rican champion since Pedro Morales. 50 years since a Puerto Rican heavyweight champion has been crowned. You know what I'm saying? So I think that Damian Priest made history with that. And there was a lot of history-making moments during this WrestleMania, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why they're trying to call it the greatest WrestleMania of all time. But the match between Sammy and Gunther was absolutely great. Chef, what did you think about the match between Gunther and Sammy? Why would I call it? Okay, good.
I loved it. Gunther got his ass kicked. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm sorry, OP. If somebody had to do it, and I'm glad it was Sammy. Sammy put the boots and asses on that one.
Gunther never got whooped. He never got whooped.
Okay, did Gunther walk away champion? Did Gunther walk away champion?
Gunther did not walk away champion.
People's champion.
Oh, so now he assumed the title of the People's champion. Yeah. What people in Austria?
The funny thing about that is, of course, it was supposed to be him and Brock Lesnar. So it makes you wonder, would Brock have lost to Gunther at WrestleMania to give him that push? Or would Brock have become the champion and been another part-time champion?
I don't think that they would. Number one, that match would have been absolute fire. I don't think it would be long, though. I don't think a match between Gunther and Brock would be a long match. But I would love to see that. Possibly they can open up the door for Brock Lesnar to come back for something like that to happen. But like I say, this match between Sammy and Gunther was my top match of the whole weekend, man. I think that this was probably the best match other than the main event of night 2. Let's talk about a match that nobody really cared about, but we watched it anyway. AJ Styles versus LA Knight. Yeah. Fellas, what did you think about this whole thing? Roosevelt, are you there causing terror in somebody's life, or are you on the microphone?
I'm here. I'm doing both. Both.
Man, tell us what you thought about this fight between who did I just say? Jeez Louise. AJ Styles and LA Knight. Yeah.
I honestly expected more. I expected more of a fight between the two of them. I mean, they did all this building up. LA Knight going to his house, getting arrested, and all this jazz, and attacking him every time he saw him. I expected more. So, LA Knight has charisma and character, and I think if you put him in a ring with the right person, he can really showcase his wrestling. With AJ Styles making this transition of his character, and he's a lot bigger now, so he's not moving as much as he used to and whatnot. So. I don't know. That's one of the biggest things that always annoyed me is when wrestlers start getting muscular and bigger, and then it takes away from their flexibility and their ability. Why are you making that face?
Because you're saying this like you enjoy LA Knight's in-ring performances. I'm
not saying I enjoy it. I'm saying whenever he gets to a point where he get in the ring with somebody that he can go with, he can actually show that he can really go. I think he's just so watered down right now because they're so built on just him as a character. They're not even worried about his in-ring ability. Like
I
Hulk
don't,
Hogan.
I don't agree with that. And I'm a LA Knight fan, but I do not. I don't know what it is.
You
I do
hate
not.
all the time.
I watched him and I love his character, right? I think that his character is now watered down. And I think that his in-ring abilities are not being showcased enough because every time I watch LA Knight match, I get bored. I don't know what it is about it. Even against AJ Styles, and AJ Styles shined that whole match. Like I didn't see LA Knight really shining during that match. I looked at the match, and when you go back and look at it, LP, if you go back and look at that match, you can say, okay, yeah, AJ really carried that whole match.
I actually was disappointed in AJ.
I think AJ could have did more. 100%.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in that bullshit intro he got. He need to go back. I don't know where he got that new music from, but he need to take that shit back. He need to take that shit back to the composer because that new music. AJ started off with me bad with that. I don't know. I don't like this AJ Styles that they got going on right now. I don't know what they doing or what's supposed to come of it. But even him, we're gonna let LA Knight get counted out. It's like, come on, man. I know he's supposed to be a heel, but he ain't no AJ Styles ain't no punk like that. So it's like, yeah, that match was a go to the bathroom. I mean, every match ain't got to be no 5-star match.
Right.
And this is definitely I think
that's one of those ones that wasn't a 5-star match. Yeah. I think the match was really lackluster, and then for all the build up that they did, it really didn't tell the story. I mean, AJ got his nose busted for nothing. That's how I look at it. The night before, when him and LA Knight was fighting and in front of the press, he got his nose busted for no reason, man. I thought that the match could have been a lot better. I don't even really remember the match, to be honest with you. But I know watching it, when I was watching it, I'm like, oh yeah, AJ, wrestling wise, AJ is carrying this match.
Yeah, I think they try to make it have a better story than it, and they just gave it a random story. I think a good match, you got to have either a belt involved or a good story, and that's what I think all these matches were supposed to be in, with the exception of the triple threat that they put. Both triple threat matches was trash. The Rey Mysterio and Dom thing, whatever that shit was, that don't triple threat, but that tag team match, that was some put together bullshit, and it sucked. Jade, and it was good seeing them black women, wrestle together. But as I said in the chat, and let me say it now, Jade Cargill is basically old school China when she first started. Jade is not a good wrestler. It's time for us to admit it. We got to look past black men. We have to look past the fact that Jade is so mother freaking fine that we don't want to say that she's not a good wrestler. If you watch her, she's been in the ring twice. Go back and watch both of those times she was in the ring. She's stiff. She even when she get hit. She got hit one time and she was out again for like 2 time for her to tag in. And don't get me wrong, Jade, if you watch this, I love you. Please don't hold us against me. Let's go out for some drinks. But it's time to it. And let me know if I'm wrong. And I'll say this, then y'all can say what y'all think. Let me know how many big stars have come to a company and not wrestled right away. Cody, David Bryanson, Edge, anybody who go Andrade, whatever the hell his name is. Anytime you go from one company to another, you start work immediately. Jay has been in WWE for like 5 months, and she only had 2 matches. And y'all keep on saying she ain't ready. She was one of the biggest steals that WWE has had from AEW, other than Cody. And she not wrestling on a regular basis. Jade can't wrestle, man. I'm sorry, she can't wrestle. She is China. She can throw you around and look strong. Why you think they can't do her and Bianca? She can't fuck with Bianca. She ain't nowhere close on Bianca level. Right or wrong? Let me know what y'all think. I might be wrong.
I mean, the aesthetic of it, they look similar. But if you talking about can the ability to be able to go in the ring and carry the emotions of the crowd, Bianca is a much better wrestler. 100%. I give you that. Jade has great presentation, right?
That's it.
Jade, they're going to present Jade like Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan wasn't the best of wrestlers. He was a great wrestler because he put in all that time. But when the mainstream Hulk Hogan, the Hulk Hogan we remember in the WWE, was not that great of a wrestler.
Wait a minute. Even though we don't rock with Hulk Hogan did get busy out there in Japan.
Bro, we talk about Japan. Ain't nobody watch his Japan matches.
Okay,
I didn't even know he wrestled in Japan until last year.
Whenever you get to WWE, they do kind of pull you back and water you down. I'm not saying that that's what they're doing with Jade because she ain't really get busy in AEW either. However, there are some people who do go.
Jade was like 50-0 in AEW.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of people who go into the mainstream from whether it's independents or the cross the seas and who out there and get busy and they get over there like, okay, you ain't gotta do that much. Yeah, here's a couple 100,000, here's a couple million, and you were like, you know what? You honestly, you're absolutely right. Look at John Cena. John Cena, we can say whatever we want, but that man used to get busy down at FCW on the independents for a while. And when he got into WWE, they was like, yo, you ain't gotta do that much. Just go out there and be a character. And that's what he does. And Jade is an appearance. Let's be totally honest. She's an appearance. Like LP always says, she's ass and titties and body. That's it. Not a problem. Get your money, mama. Get your money. We're not gonna see a lot out of Jade until we have to see a lot out of Jade. Now, if you put her in there with Bianca Belair, she's gonna have to step it up. If you put her in there with Charlotte Flair, Charlotte the Chef Showtime, she's gonna have to step it up. And that's just it.
They're not gonna. I don't even think they're gonna put. Even though that's the dream match, it's a long way from now because as long as she's been there, how has she not gotten any better? Go back and really watch. Even I mean, you good. You see her. She power bombing the Asian woman.
She power bombed the shit out of her. I was like, did you see the choke slam? That choke slam. I don't remember a woman doing a choke slam like that. It's been a while since I've seen a woman do an effective choke slam. Like that choke slam looked good. Like that should be a part of her moveset. But I agree with you in some standpoints, LP, where she still has a lot of development to do. I think that she has a really pretty package, and I think that WWE is really going to push her when it comes to bringing out more during these storylines. I want to see her get more personal. I want to see her get more in depth. I want to see her acting chops because physically she has everything that she needs. But can she make the fans care? Can she make the fans? Huh?
Yes, she can because she's fine as hell. Look at.
I'm looking past the ass, LP. I'm talking about.
No. You can't get past that. Like, look at the people with her own. She got there, and I guarantee you, most people that didn't watch AEW had no idea who she was. But when you seen that damn thing on that damn ring, you didn't give a damn. Them white men don't give a damn. They probably like, damn, I know they don't look at color girls, but god dang, they goddamn Jade. She sure is looking good.
Hey, look. Let me ask you a quick question. To LP's point, when was the last time we had a black female that we didn't care about too much about her wrestling, and we just looked at her? For a very long time, we just always had the Barbies. We had a bunch of white women going in. They look good, and some of them can get busy in the ring. Some of them we didn't care whether they wrestled or not. We just looking at them. Now we have a woman of color besides Bianca Belair, Naomi for a little bit. But we can just sit and be like, you know what? I don't give a damn if she can wrestle or not. I don't give a damn if she talks on the mic. Just stand there and just look good. Look pretty. That's it.
Exactly. Because you could tell her mic skills ain't even there. But I don't care. And you don't care. And you don't care. I'm telling you, and can she ride this forever? I don't. What's stopping her? What can really stop her? I don't see nothing stop. Again, Jay, if you're watching, please don't take this as a hate, baby girl. Brian made me say this shit because I gotta put this shit to say. But please, if you're watching, I love you.
Man, I think that Jade is going to be poised to be a big star, and I think they're going to give her the Charlotte Flair treatment if they protect her. If they really work on her pulling something out of her character to make people care, right? Even if what you're saying is true, LP, where we don't look at Jade to see if she can wrestle or not, we just looking at Jade. You know what I'm saying? Even if that is true, at some point she gonna have to wrestle. At some point she gonna have to push herself. At some point she gonna have to really dig deep for her bag and talk about her daughter and talk about some of the hardships that she's had and really dig into her emotional bag to get the fans to carry and push her into superstardom.
Would you care?
Would I care? Yeah, that's what I want. I want her to be that next big thing. I want her to be the Black Charlotte Flair. I want that for Jade. I want her to be a multiple-time women's champion. She is poised. She has all the tools. She has all the marketing and push behind her, and she has all this buzz from her coming from AEW to WWE. Now she's here, and she's in there with probably the best competition of any company in the women's division. You know what I'm saying? Well, you still have a Nia Jackson, you still have a Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch. Jay got a long way to go before she proved herself to the hardcore wrestling fans.
And that's why she need to be in NXT. She don't need to be, but they're not gonna put her on NXT because she's a mega star. They're not sending her to NXT.
Yeah, they're not going to send her to NXT, but they should. NXT has a great women's division, and I think that a couple of battles with the women down there, I think it might delete her, and I think that they're trying to package Jade Cargill like an Andre the Giant, right? Where you have this character who is a spectacle. Jade is a spectacle. You know what I'm saying? I like that word. She's a spectacle. You know what I'm saying? When you look at her, you're like, damn. You know, so I think that with Jade, man, if they do it right and they package her right, she can really be poised to do some great things. And then when she's ready, then they can put her against a Charlotte Flair. They can put her against a Becky Lynch. She's going to have some of these big battles. She just had a premiere match on Monday Night Raw, although it was a squash match against Chelsea Green. She squashed the hell out of Chelsea. I don't think that match did anything for her other than to show she was powerful. But I want to see more from Jade, man. I think she's poised to be an absolute amazing star.
Y'all, one more thing, real quick. Do y'all think there's ever been a female that's been that fine? I can't think of one.
Been that fine?
As fine as Jade is.
You can argue Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair is beautiful, but her and Jade are two different beautifuls. If you look at Bianca's damn near the same, almost buff. Look at Bianca. Look at them stomachs. But Jade, Bianca look like the best friend or the girl you like, but then Jade like that number one cheerleader. You know what I'm saying? Bianca's cute, but Bianca is gorgeous, but she ain't on Jade level. I don't think there's never been a female that stands out like Jade in the history of WWE. Not Sable, not Lita, not nothing. All these girls were Trish. They was all pretty. There ain't been. Let me know a female that looked like that. That men said, I don't give a damn what you do, girl. You put me in a headlock.
Well, there's a couple, man. I mean, the argument can be said for Trish Stratus. The argument can be said for Lita. The argument can be said for Melina, the Bella twins. That argument can be used for a wide range of women. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing that I do want to acknowledge, though. I want to acknowledge that, although we're talking about these women, all of these women are married. all of these women are mothers in a sort. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know Bianca is a stepmom, and I believe that Naomi is a stepmom also. But just for all of these three beautiful women, three beautiful married women to be showcased like that, I think that's absolutely amazing. You know what I'm saying? But I think they look good together. I would love for them to be a faction, but they have to have the type of competition that's going to, like, if they were a faction, like a real faction, ain't nobody stopping them, bro. I don't care who it is. Ain't nobody stopping them. If they a real faction, and if they were a heel faction, what would you think about these three women as a heel faction? Let me go, Roosevelt. What would you think about if all three of these women were in a all black women's power faction?
Man, you talking about angry black women? That's exactly what's going to be. A bunch of angry black women walking around talking about, nah, she wants some of this. Nah, no, they're pulling the earring. That's exactly what it's going to be like. I mean, and like you said, ain't nobody going to be able to touch them. Not at all.
That's racist. LP, what'd you think if Jade Cargill, Naomi, and Bianca Belair became a faction? Do you think that there's a place for an all black women's faction? I know we had what was the group back in the day with Sasha Banks, Naomi, and Tamina? They had some type of a group. I can't remember the name of the group. But what do you think about a faction like this, LP? Do you think that there's a place in this Triple H era for all black women's faction?
I mean, there's definitely a place for it. I wouldn't want to see them do heels. I would like to see them be faces. The crazy thing about it, if done right, it will be too big, and that's why they're not going to do it. If you put, I've seen so many people share these images that don't know what the hell wrestling is. They just seen these three bomb, beautiful black women in the ring at WrestleMania. Like they would be so powerful as like in the media, or they would actually bring eyes to the product. These three right here, they could be on some blood. They could be on some bloodline type. Everybody know who they are just because of who they are. And just you got Jade. And you got Bianca, Naomi, Naomi's all right, but you got those two right there. Nah, and that's the funny. Yeah, that's money in the bank, but they're not gonna do it because, like y'all said, who the hell gonna stop them?
Yeah, I don't see anybody stopping them unless they put Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax, and Zoe Starks together. They will be an amazing faction as well.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop.
What did I say?
Stop.
What did I say wrong?
What the hell did Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark?
Shayna Baszler. Hold on. Let me explain it. Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks are together right now as a tag team. I don't know if they together in the physical sense, but they together as a tag team. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler were women's tag team champions for quite some time, and they were extremely dominant. I don't know if you guys remember that, but they was beating everybody's ass. So it's not far-fetched. It's not far-fetched to think that Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax, and Zoe will get together to be able to counteract the dominant faction of a Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair.
I don't see it.
You don't see it?
I don't see it.
Look closer.
You got to look at the skills of Naomi and Bianca. Like Shayna Baszler or Zoe Starks, they're not even nowhere close. I'm talking about skills, ain't they? And then you talking about power. Bianca power by herself. Nah, I get what you're saying. It will be a good little first round, but nah, you would have to come better than that to take on them three right there. You got to be
I
in
don't
the
know if
match.
you can come better than that. Shayna Baszler is a legit martial arts badass. Zoe Starks is a star in the rising, and her moveset is exceptional. And Nia Jax is an absolute powerhouse. I think that they will be a great faction as well. But aesthetically, this is a better choice. And if I'm putting any marketing dollars behind anything, I'm putting my money in these three women as a faction or as competitors.
Brian, real quick, can we stop the madness? We gotta stop saying that Shayna Baszler is a MMA badass. What has she done in MMA? What does she do?
Fought in MMA.
CM Punk fought in MMA. Shut up, man.
She put somebody in the mouth before. What is wrong with saying that? She is a legit judo.
In the mouth before. Come on, man. She didn't do nothing in MMA. She did nothing in UFC. The first time she had an actual UFC fight, she lost, and then she was gone. She didn't really do nothing. She did the Ultimate Fighter. She had a good one, and she got in there, and she got her ass beat. She got her ass beat in the second round of the thing. So she didn't really do nothing. Then she went to the Independence over the weekend to GCW, and she had a fight. That was okay. Yeah, could have been better because you're Shayna Baszler. So it should have been better. You should have went out there and whooped that girl's ass, but she didn't. So we gotta stop putting Shayna on this high pedestal. She ain't.
Hold on, I'm gonna put some respect on Shayna's name. Shayna was the former NXT Women's Champion, and when she was NXT Women's Champion, while Bianca Belair was in NXT, she was terrorizing everyone.
Okay, now. I hate to pull the wizard behind the curtain, okay? You come in as this big badass from the MMA world. Yes, you should run ruckshot and run through every woman. In the words of Janet Jackson, what have you done for me lately? You ain't done not a damn thing in a long time since you've been paired up with Ronda Rousey. And the only reason, truthfully, why you look so good is because you was paired up with Ronda Rousey, old sour ass. Let's just be honest. Ronda made you look good. It's like the ugly girl in the group of ugly girls. You gonna look at her like, so bad. When she's saying that's all the ugly girls, when you get it by herself, you're like, what the hell is this? Excuse me, sir, where'd you come from? Who are you?
You said she was the fine chick in a group of ugly girls.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on. In the words of LP, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man. Come on.
Brian be on that mess.
You put her in a ring with these three women, they're going to exploit her. Same thing with Zoe Starks. Zoe looked good on NXT because she's in the ring with women in NXT who does not have the, you know what I'm saying, that she has to showcase her ability. Now she's on the main roster. What have you been doing since you did the whole thing with your status? What have you done? You know what I'm saying? Nia Jax, you were here, you were dominant, you were hurting people. They sent your ass home. You come back, you came in hurting people. What have you done since then? You get into the Royal Rumble and you get your ass whipped.
Yeah, Nia Jax is the female Big Show.
Big Show is an absolute legend. I think when it's all said and done, Nia Jax will be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I think that if with her career being women's champion, former tag team champion, and just very dominant, I think that given some more time and some more development, that she will be absolutely great. Because I'll be honest with you, I think the only reason why Nia Jax isn't champion right now is because of her weight. And I love big girls. Don't get me wrong. I ain't saying nothing against her, but I'm just saying her aesthetic to the company, to the outside world, if they want to have her as a champion. Now, she was champion before. Don't get me wrong. I ain't saying nothing. She was champion before. But I think the reason why they don't put the battery behind her is because of her weight. Now, to be honest with you, if she lost a bunch of weight, say if she lost like 75 pounds, do you think they will still push her, or do you think that they will keep her where she at?
No, because her weight is the only thing making her interesting. If she lose that weight, then she would really have to wrestle. I think Nia Jax's problem is a lot of wrestlers' problem. Nia Jax ain't got that heart. It's just something for do for her. You could tell she doesn't wake up, go to sleep, and breathe wrestling. When she was gone, she didn't really give a damn about wrestling. She only came back for the paycheck. If she get in the Hall of Fame, it's only because of her family. It ain't because of what she's done. Because what has she done? Like just like Roosevelt said, what has she done lately? What has she done to earn her something in the Hall of Fame? Nia Jax is just a job to Nia Jax. I'm big. I can throw people around and I can fall on people and squash them. If she lost that weight, she would be exposed, and she definitely wouldn't have no career. She would. It ain't like she was gonna lose weight and all of a sudden she jumping off the damn ring like Evan Bourne. They're really gonna be like, okay, you don't lost weight. You can't be squashing people when you ain't as big. You know what I'm saying? Ain't as big. So sometimes people don't realize. Sometimes when your personality is based on your weight, hers is really based on her weight. It ain't based on her skills. She's not that good.
Oh man. Well, let's transition a little bit because we still got a couple matches to talk about. But I think I'm gonna just kind of breeze through these real quick. You had the United States title with RKO, Randy Orton, KO, and Logan Paul. I thought that the match was pretty good, and it wasn't much to talk about. Logan Paul has an absolute beautiful frog splash. I'll tell you that much. He looked like a frog when he does his. The match was okay. It was kind of predictable. I knew that Logan Paul was going to pull out the win on that thing. Real quick, let's talk about the Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre fight. Drew McIntyre hit him with a Claymore instantly. But that was the shock for me. As soon as he got in the ring, just hit him with the Claymore. He hit that man with like 4 or 5 Claymores, bro. And then he ended up getting the win. Got in CM Punk's face, started talking to Punk, turned his head. CM Punk swept his feet. Started beating him up, and then Damian Priest came down, cashed in his check, Money in the Bank contract, did the South of Heaven choke slam, and 1, 2, 3. Now your new champion is Damian Priest. How do you guys feel about Damian Priest being your new world heavyweight champion? Let me go LP.
I guess we'll see how he does. Like you said before, he earned it. I definitely seen that coming. I think everybody's seen that coming, especially when they was drawing it out. You knew damn well that I just didn't. I knew if Damian Punk would have came down there. I mean Damian Punk. If Damian Punk came down there first, I was like, he about to lose because he ain't hurt. Adding the CM Punk into it, I get it. I just know CM Punk better have his mess together when he come back because he gonna get hurt if he looking like he was looking before he left and ain't been getting in shape. Drew gonna destroy Punk when he comes. Like everybody like CM Punk, and I get his fans, but if he looked like he looked before he left, Drew said, "I'm going to end your career." He's gonna hurt. I thought that match was good, but I don't like the way you can't take that many claymores and keep on getting up, man. I know it's Mania, but some of these no sales that was going on through a lot of these matches was like, come on now. I think even in the match you just mentioned, who was it? A kid out of an RKO, directly out of an RKO. Was it
I think it was Kevin Owens. Yeah, Kevin Owens. Yeah.
Yeah, or getting Randy kicked out of getting punched with the brass knuckles. Now any other time you get hit with the brass knuckles, you going to sleep. Randy got hit. They talking about this thing. I don't even think he did it. His body did it. Like commentary. Go shut the fuck up.
Yeah, man. I thought the match was a solid match. It was pretty decent. One of the best matches on the card, and I know I haven't talked about it, but it was one of the women's matches, which was Io Sky and Bayley. That match had a lot of heart, and I absolutely loved that match. That was probably one of my second favorite matches, next to Sammy and Gunther. That match was absolutely good, man. I loved everything that they did. Bailey is now your new women's champion. I think that Bailey has been carrying the women's division damn near, especially on SmackDown, been carrying the women's division for the last 1.5, 2 years. But I'm happy to see that Bailey is the champion. Roosevelt, how you feel about Bailey being your new women's champion?
Man, I mean, I saw it coming. I mean, we all saw it coming. You know, it was definitely a revenge thing for Bailey. Congratulations to her. She did earn her spot. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with her next. I really hope Charlotte Flair just did not walk right back in the door again and get a
I
title.
hope she does.
I bet you do. I bet you do.
I hope she ain't been doing shit but oiling up Andrade ass in the back. Every time you see her, she'll hit rubbing oil on this nigga. I'm like, why she always rubbing oil? Get your ass in the ring, Charlotte Flair. But
you're a flary. That's what you are. You're a flary.
I'm a Flair. You call me what you want. I'll be a Flary. Yeah, I'm a Flair fan, Jack. Charlotte Flair fan. But I thought that match was absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and talk about this main event real quick. I think that this match was a great match. Honestly, this is probably the best match, one of the best matches that I've seen Roman wrestle. Even though it wasn't a fair call, people kept interrupting, whatever. Roman Reigns wrestled his ass off on that match. He put on a performance, man. I loved a lot about the match, and most importantly, I think I love the nostalgia of this match because they damn near called the Avengers. Yeah, they called the Super Friends out. They helped Cody Rhodes. During this match, you saw some interferences. The first interference during the match was Jimmy Uso came out, super kicked the shit out of Cody. It came out of nowhere too. I was out of 1, 2, 1. Jimmy Uso kicked him, and then all of a sudden you see Jay Uso come out and start fighting his brother, and then speared him off of the stage. Next thing you see is Cody and Roman going at it again. Solo Sikoa came out. Hit him with a spike. And then Roman and Solo hit him with the spike spear combination. John Cena came out, him and his ball spot, tearing up everything. You know what I'm saying? Took care of Solo. Hit Roman with a AA. Hit Solo with the AA through the table. He's out. And then the final boss comes out. Now, once The Rock came down, we were like, who the hell is going to come out to face The Rock? Lo and behold, you hear the dong. The Undertaker appears behind behind The Rock. Choke slams The Rock. Lights go back out. He goes out the ring. Cody picks up Roman, does 3 of his, what's his special called? 3 crossroads.
Yeah, but wait, before you get to that, you got to bring up the most important part, the Shield.
Oh, Echo.
Yes.
Delta. Yeah, the Shield. Seth Rollins came out.
That's very, very, very detrimental to the
Listen,
fact that...
am I the only person who thought that Dean Ambrose was going to come out?
You are not the only person, bro.
Okay.
I lost my freaking mind when I heard. I was like, oh, shit. I was going bananas.
I think that would have done it. I think that would have really, if Dean Ambrose would have came in, or John Moxley as he is now, I think that would have put it over the top for me. But even seeing Seth come in, Seth really didn't do much. He came into the ring, Roman hit his ass, and then he rolled out. He came back in, and then Roman hit his ass with a chair.
No, he did everything he said he was going to do. He told Cody that he was going to be his shield against the blood, and that is exactly what he did. You got to look at the Easter eggs. This is cinema era. Okay, they got a Marvel writer. This is why they did so many different things the way they did. I'm gonna be a shield. Cody was Captain America. Let's be honest. Seth Rollins, I guess he was Iron Man. because he wrestled both nights and he came in there, got his ass whooped, and got killed. Let's just be
Yeah.
honest.
That's a good analogy. All right.
Story of Plan B. There's always a Plan B. When Seth turned on the Shield, he was a Plan B. He put that chair behind Roman's back. Roman returned the favor. He had a choice. He could either hit Cody or he could hit Seth. He decided to hit Seth. You could have hit Cody and won the daggone match. Seth wouldn't have been a factor.
He could have had. Yeah, you're right.
But he chose to hit Seth, which messed him up and caused him to lose the title. And then he took 3 crossroads.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Dreams do come true. The Cody Crybabies was crying real tears of joy. I think that the match was great at the end for nostalgia purposes, and I think that's probably one of the best matches that Roman has wrestled in a long time. I'm happy to see Cody as champion. My question is, where do they go here from now? They're saying that Roman is going to do something completely different and be on a whole different playing field, which I don't even know what that is. You know what I'm saying? Purdue maybe. He would have to be a final boss kind of character like The Rock was. I don't know what's going to happen. And then also, will people still tune in to SmackDown to see Cody? Like they were tuning in to see the Bloodline and Roman. Yeah, that's the question. And you know, so there's all these questions popping up, but fellas, Cody Rhodes is your new heavyweight champion. I thought that was a great way to kind of kick off or end era and kick off the new Triple H era, which everybody is kind of coining it. And then when you go to AEW side, and we got to talk about this real quick before we log off. But when you go to AEW side, man, they had they had to trim some fat. You know what I'm saying? They had to trim some fat, so they started to kind of send off them eviction letters and tell people, your services are no longer needed. And most of these guys, it wasn't really a big drop for AEW because, you know, most of these people are all replaceable, I'm going to be honest with you. But the fact that they already started doing some cuts was very interesting. So how do you guys feel about AEW making some of these cuts to try to trim the fat on the product? Let me go LP. What do you think about these AEW firings?
I mean, I didn't even know nothing about it. It ain't really no big deal. It's gonna happen. Don't think WWE ain't gonna fire no more people. It's what's going on. There's gonna be some more WWE part of the business.
Part of the business. Man, Roosevelt, how do you feel about AEW having to trim the fat and let some of these wrestlers go? Stu Grayson is one of them where a lot of people were shocked. Also, a guy named Gravity. And Andrade's, I don't know if he's Andrade's manager or whatever, but he was actually dropped as well. And then Parker Bordeaux, something. He was supposed to be the second coming of Brock Lesnar because he looked like Brock Lesnar, but he was absolutely horrible in the ring. What did you think about AEW having to trim some of the fat on their roster?
Well, I know a couple of these guys. I know the Tate twins. They're phenomenal guys. They're really good. They'll find us a home somewhere, and Anthony Henry as well. We'll definitely find him a home as well. I do expect to see more cuts pretty soon. Because Anthony Henry was the tag team partner of James Drake, who's a phenomenal worker as well. So, and I hope he does not fall into that mix of getting cut. But a lot of these guys, they'll find a home somewhere. You got MLW, you got GCW, you got Japan and everything. So the Tate twins have been to Japan once before. I know Anthony Henry has as well. So they'll find a home somewhere. They'll come back to the independents and be top guys, and then end up going to the bigger league. So it's all a matter of time. It happens.
It happens. Well, we hope that they find a home a good place to call home. But that was interesting that AEW started doing some of these fires and releases, and so we might see some more. I don't know. We shall see. Fellas, I know we had a lot more to talk about, but we had to squeeze in what we had to squeeze in. Let's go ahead. LPZ.
I'm here.
Let the beautiful people know what you got's going on and where can they find you.
You can find me on Instagram on One Click Photography Shoots with an S. Fashion shows, photo shoots, and all that good stuff.
Oh man, you got a fashion show coming up.
Yeah, April 28th, Durham, North Carolina, the Back to the Future Fashion Show.
All right, Back to the Future Fashion Show. If you guys haven't been watching or following LP, he's posting constantly, daily, all the models that he got, all the child stars that he's raising up, all the new stuff that's going on with this fashion show. So if you want to keep in check what's going on, check out the fashion show Back to the Future. It's going to be absolutely amazing at the Durham Armory, 212 Foster Street in Durham, North Carolina. And that's going to be on Sunday, April the 28th. Get your tickets now or hear about it later on and be disappointed. Because you missed some hot fire from your boy, LP. Mr. Everything, Roosevelt. Jesus Christ. Skip. Damn it. Skip. I'm trying to get it right. Skip. Roosevelt, what you got is going on and where can the people find you?
Yeah, man, I got a lot of different things happening. A lot of change is happening right now. So we got a video that's going to be premiered tomorrow on my YouTube. It's the first episode of Change is Coming. I was hoping we'd have a time to show it here.
Well, you know what? We'll carve a little time out. Let's go ahead and check out that video. I'm just going to have you navigate through this whole thing, but please introduce it real quick, and then we're going to show the beautiful people, Mr. Everything.
Why you looking at me?
Yes, you got to watch it. You know what I'm saying? It'll make you look at milk completely different.
Absolutely. We're trying to get some more sponsorship around here.
Hey, that's it.
So beautiful people, as you can see, my name has changed on the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. It's no longer Mr. Everything. It's now Roosevelt. I'm making a transition from Victor Andrews to Roosevelt in terms of the wrestling community. That will start on May 4th. May 4th will be the first show that I'll go out as Roosevelt. So this is going to be the first episode of a bunch of different, like a series of things is going to happen where I'm leaving Victor Andrews behind and I'm transitioning into Roosevelt. And this is the very first episode of A Change is Coming.
All right, so I need you to navigate for all those that are listening to this thing. Everybody check out the one and only Roosevelt.
What can I get you? Some milk? All right.
Oh man,
That's why nobody messes with
absolutely
Rose.
not. I wish they would. Who drinks milk at a bar?
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
No. Yo. Hey, you know you're at a bar, right? Hey, you hear me?
Attention. Take care of it.
All right, since he wants a little tangle. Sorry about that. Didn't realize I was muted. I'm just going to go ahead and kick his ass. So a couple kicks, block, push him off. And here comes Mr. Everything with Superman punch. That's right, because that's what I do. I knock dudes out. Then we got Mr. Number 2. Block, shove him away because I don't want any trouble. That's his leg kick. Oh, and then there's an elbow to my face. It's okay. I'm all right. I'm gonna block. Take him away. And here comes Mighty Mouse again. He wants to grab my hey, that's a shot, brother. Kick him in the leg, knee to the face. Number 2, turns me around, takes the elbow to the jaw. Here comes Mighty Mouse. I jump over him. I flip over Mr. Number 2. Roll over the table, and here they come as a double team. Does not work out for him. Here comes my Dragon Ball Z. Boom, I'm a karate fighter. I'm a martial artist. Let y'all know I'm good like that. Here comes Mr. Mighty Mouse, and I get him in the Batman back fist. Like that spot. And I'm going to kick over Mr. Heavyset, and it does not work out too well for me because I end up getting knocked down. I'm going to throw a kick, and catches, picks me up, slams me into the wall, and slams me into the pool table. That did not feel good. And then they jump. It's a 3v1, ladies and gentlemen. Those who are not familiar with the word B, is 3-1.
They open the other ass.
Stop!
Yes, they are kicking my ass. It's okay.
Get out of here.
It's all right. Because I'm going to get mine back. Because all I need in my life is sin. It's me and a cup of milk. That's right. So I'm going to crawl over to the table, to the bar. Give him a slap on the bar. Let him know, hey, pour my milk, lady.
Making
Waiting
the biggest
for.
mistake of his life.
And then the 3 goons decide they want to come back and go for round 2. And it's not going to work out very well for them because what happens when you drink milk? Milk does your body good. And that is my sensu bean. This is my Popeye moment. And I happen to find a stick. Where did the stick come from? Don't worry about it. Mind your business. It was there. And I'm going to utilize the stick to commence to whooping their ass. Because what you going to have in the dark alley? You're going to save your life and kick your ass. Right now, kick his baby ass. 1, 2, 3. And take a super kick. And there's no recovering from that because I'm Roosevelt. The hell you thought you was going to do? Drop the stick. They're finished. Gentlemen ready to walk out of the bar. And of course, what am I leaving behind? I am leaving my hoodie that says control your narrative. There's a lot to go into that, and once the video finishes, I will let you know what exactly all that means with the control your narrative hoodie. All right, before I get into the control your narrative, what do you guys think?
You had to get a stick. You had to get a stick that was whooping your ass. You had to cheat. You had to. Why you couldn't handle a big boy? Why you couldn't handle a big boy by yourself? You handled those scrubs. But big boy put it on you. You need to have a one-on-one.
You mean to tell me you're okay with Cody Rhodes having an entire Avengers come and save him for getting his ass kicked, and there's a problem with me fighting back with 3 guys?
You pulled out a kendo stick.
Look. You do remember I know where you live, right?
Hey, I'm gonna call Big Boy over here. You and Big Boy need to have a one-on-one because Big Boy handle your ass.
Hey, man. Hey, look. I didn't have my milk beforehand, okay? I didn't know it. But at the end of the day, that is the first episode of a series of a couple episodes. So be on the lookout for some more with that. The idea behind that one was control your narrative. I was part of control your narrative while it was in service. I left the hoodie behind to let them know I'm leaving something behind as far as what Victor Andrews did the last 15 years, transitioning to Roosevelt, and of course, I'm taking control over my life in my own way, controlling my own narrative. So that's the way that cookie crumbles, and that's the way I roll.
Clap, claps, and tap, tap, sir.
Tap, taps. And just remember, I can kick your daddy's ass.
He said it, and he believed it too.
When I watched that clip, you are clearly the villain. Those guys was there. That guy was there trying to talk to you about what kind of milk you were drinking, and you started whooping their asses.
he got serious over milk.
Really, LP?
Yeah.
Really?
When I saw the clip, I was like, you know what? They should have whooped your ass for drinking milk in the bar in the first damn place.
You can't win for losing with you guys. Good grief. I hope you never be in a bar anywhere. You probably leave me by myself.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. You handle that. it's a stick and some milk on the bar. You be all right. Oh man, I thought that was great, man. I mean, you are a real action star, man. I think that you have a new calling, man. You might want to start looking into that, doing more action films, man. And I think you got what it takes to do the choreography and everything, man. So I hope that you have more movies like that, more roles like that.
The crazy thing is, this is my own creation, right? And I contacted some guys that I've done some stunt work with, and I said, "Look, this is my idea, and I want to get it over." And it was like, "Yeah, we can shoot it." It took us an hour. I put the entire fight scene, everything from top to bottom. I put the entire thing together in an hour. I showed the guys the choreography. We rehearsed it within that hour, and we shot the entire thing within an hour and a half. The guy that we did the bar at, he let me use the bar, no charge. He's all about, guys having content and whatever. Of course, I gave him a donation because he didn't have to take his Sunday out to let us go in there and use his bar. But I told him we want to be here for 3 hours, and we were done in 2.5 hours. Yeah. So it was an amazing thing. It was a blessing. There will be 4 more videos like that. The very last one, I don't want to reveal because it's going to be very interesting to see. But just know that you do not want to miss the final episode of A Change Is Coming.
Somebody gonna show up in a bear outfit, and it's gonna finally get that bear fight.
They gonna finally fight.
I'm fighting the Bears this Saturday, okay? Friday. Yeah, Friday. I'm fighting the bear on Friday. I'm fighting Mr. Congo Kong from TNA, and I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna pick his big ass up and I'm gonna slam him. 1, 2, 3. Because
that's what Roosevelt does, man. I'm excited to see that, man. I wish you good luck on your fight against Congo Khan, man. I know it's definitely going to be a barn
burner.
Definitely going to be a barn burner. Definitely going to be a barn. We burning the barn down, Jack. You dig? Oh, man, real quick, we got to do this at the end of every show. We ain't going long and elaborated on it. Just a quick word, quick phrase of motivation for the beautiful people. LP, you got a final word?
If you see somebody drinking milk in the bar, don't ask them shit.
Leave that man alone.
Leave that man alone. Yeah, let him be. Yeah, that is not. If you see a dude drinking milk in the bar, just go the other way. Just go the other way. That is the final word from your boy, LP. Oh, man, the Brownsville Bully, Roosevelt, do you have a final word for your beautiful subjects?
Absolutely. My final word. If you can't handle your liquor, don't drink. The reason I'm saying that is a lot of people get themselves into situations that they really cannot handle. If you can't handle your liquor, don't drink.
If you can't handle your liquor, don't drink. That's a good one. That is a final word from the Brownsville bad guy bully, Roosevelt. Beautiful people, my final word would be, don't drink milk late at night because you can't trust it. Yeah, I ain't got the guts for late night milk. I will be farting and pooping all night. You know what I'm saying? And you don't mix milk and liquor. Anybody that drink a White Russian is an absolute killer. So, yeah, don't drink milk late at night. I wish I had something better for you, but that's all I got for you. Beautiful people. If you want to follow the show, you can follow all of our social medias. We got an Instagram. You can go visit our Instagram at the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. We got a Facebook group. You can visit our Facebook group at at Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. We also got a Facebook page where we post all of our stuff. You can go to our Facebook page, the BD Wrestling Podcast. You can go over to our X or Twitter, as it was formerly called, at Best Damn Crew. We got a Twitch. You can go over to our Twitch at the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast to check us out and view the show. And we also got a TikTok, so you can visit our TikTok at Best Damn Wrestling Crew. And go to our damn store, Best Damn Wrestling Store, and get you a damn shirt. We got all kind of stuff. You can get you some socks. You can get you a coat. You can get you a hoodie. You can get you a shirt. We got everything that you damn need at the Best Damn Wrestling Store. So get you a damn shirt. And go to our damn store. www.bestdamnwrestlingstore.com. Damn it. Oh, man. Beautiful people, we can't hold you no longer. Mr. Everything Roosevelt got some ass to kick. LPZ is setting up the next fashion shoot with Naomi Campbell. And me, Ron Renegade, I got some food that I got to eat because the brother is hungry, so I cannot delay you any further. We will see you next week on the next Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. Gentlemen, you are both scholars. I appreciate y'all each and every week. We've been doing this thing consistently for 2 years. Y'all are my brothers in crime. I'll see you guys next week. Beautiful people, we bid you